Hello, makeup lover, and welcome to my channel. Oh, welcome back if you've already been here before. If not, my name is Malene, and I'm a Danish makeup artist living in Barcelona in Spain. I'm so happy to see you. For today's two different looks using one palette, I pulled out this one. I got it recently because this was part of a holiday lunch from Pat McGrath Labs where I was not super impressed because I already have the Divine Rose one, and to me it looked a lot like the colors that are in that palette. And also I know that this is a USA formula, so it's not the formula that I prefer, but I was thinking, maybe I should get it. So when I saw I could get it for a very low price, secondhand, although it was not used, then I jumped at it. So for today's two different looks, I pulled it out, and here you see how I did these two different soft looks. So if you want to see how I did them, then keep watching because I will show you. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or you want to tell me if you prefer look number 1 or look number 2, then let me know in the comment box. And of course, if you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel. It would be awesome to have you join. Now, let's go ahead and do some makeup, shall we? Starting out with the highlighting shade, and since the Lunar Legend is the lightest color, I'm going to use that under my brow bone here, or under my brows on my brow bone, with my flat definer brush. And since it is a golden shade, I am very careful of not putting on too much because I don't want this to be too golden orangey. With the same brush, I dipped into the darkest color, and I am just gently tapping it on here on the outer part of my mobile eyelid. It's called Mink Dusk, or something like that. And as you can see, it's more like a rosy color. It's not super dark. Same color, same brush, flat definer. I'm gonna put that in the inner part here and just really define this area here. Give it a little bit of depth. And then I'm gonna go into the eyelid also. Like so. I want to blend out this part here so it's very softened and diffused. So I am just using a Blender Pro with absolutely nothing on, and I'm just going inwards here and upwards a little bit, and then some sort of circular motions, but upwards and inwards. That's the key to this. To really blend it out and make it super soft and lovely. And then I am gonna go into this part here and mesh it together, but I don't want a lot of color here. Mainly want it on the outer part and then some shadow here. So for my standard, it's gonna be very light and soft. Dip my ring finger into the Sienna Rose. I'm gonna put that here. It's a metallic shade, and I'm gonna put that here where there was an empty space, no color, just to make it a little bit more interesting here. A little bit of the Cyber Bronze on my flat definer brush, and I'm just gonna tap that on here very close to the lash line, and I'm just tapping it on like it's kind of a half circle here, just to brighten this part up in the middle of the eyelid. Under my eye, with the soft definer brush, I'm going to use the color Mink Dusk, and I am just going to put it under here on the lower lash line. And again, soft. Thinking soft. And I'm just gonna mix it into the upper part here, as you can see. You can skip this step if you feel that it's gonna be too dark for you. However, I think that it looks good on my eye shape, so that's why I did it. On my flat definer brush, I put on the lightest color, and I'm gonna use that as the highlighting color here on the inner corner. And here you see the first look with a little bit of mascara on. Fairly simple, but still it has a beautiful effect on the eye instead of just having a naked eye with some mascara on. Well, that's what I think. So let's go on to the second look. And for the second eye look, I'm also going to use a flat definer brush with the Lunar Legend as the highlighting shade. Just a tiny bit here. Mink Dusk on my Builder Pro, and I am this time around gonna put it all over my mobile eyelid here to make it a smoky eye. It's not gonna be super dark, as you can see. I'm gonna build it up, and so I put on a little bit more of the same color on my Builder Pro, and I am just tapping it on, pressing it on here on my mobile eyelid. And it's okay if I go up to the crease because I'm gonna blend that anyway. And this is the only matte color in the palette that I have to work with. So this is the base. With the Blender Pro with nothing on it, I am gonna blend out the edges here, the color. So it is diffused as always, because then it will look less harsh and not so powerful or in your face. So just going back and forth, and like with the other eye when I was blending, like circular motions, inwards mostly, and outwards here from the inner part. And when I feel like the blend is okay, that's it. For this look, I want to use a Sienna Rose as a liner under my eye. So I'm going to put it here under my eye with my flat definer brush. It's going all the way in here. And this is a shimmery metallic shade. As an inner corner highlight, I am going to use a Lunar Legend here on my flat definer brush. I want to give this eye look an eyeliner, and I'm going to use a black coffee eyeliner, so it's a brown one. I don't know if you see it, but I feel like the previous black coffee brown eyeliner I've had from Pat McGrath before, it was a little darker. This is a little bit more reddish brown for some reason. Maybe it's because I don't shake up the color enough so it gets mixed. I don't know, but it's not so dark to me anymore as it was in my head. So far, this look is a kind of matte look, since there is only a little bit of metallic under the eye. So if you feel like it's a little bit too matte for your liking, you can just dip a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use my Blender Pro, and I dipped it into the bronzy color, and I am just gonna stamp that on here on the border just to give a little bit of life back to the to the look here so it's not super matte. But it's totally optional, of course. Well, everything is anyway, but it's just an idea with something I do sometimes to amp up the look a little bit. And here you see the second look with a little bit of mascara on. I really hope that you can see the satin sheen effect the bronze color gave the eye look when I put it on with the Blender Pro, because I think that it was a beautiful touch for this otherwise bit matte look. Now I'm going to zoom you out so you can see the two different looks with a full face of makeup. And this is it. These are the two different looks with a full face of makeup. On my face, I am wearing the House Lab foundation in the color 160. I'm also wearing a House Lab concealer / corrector in the color 05. And as a bronzer, I pull out the Pat McGrath Labs Nude Honey Bronzer. And I also used the blush from Pat McGrath Labs, and that's in the color Nymphette. On my lips, I am wearing a Lust Gloss from Pat McGrath Labs, and it's in the color Nude Venus, just to make this like cohesive and soft and beautiful. I normally don't make looks with colors this subtle or like this in my day-to-day life, but when I do, I kind of like it, and I'm like, maybe I should do that a little bit more, because yeah, I like it. I think it's nice for a change. So if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, comments, or you want to tell me if you prefer look number 1 or 2, then let me know in the comments. And of course, if you like videos like this, then please subscribe to my channel. It would be awesome to have you join. Now, I want to thank you so much for taking your time out of the day to watch this video. And I highly encourage you to pull out your older palettes and play with them instead of focusing on all new stuff all the time. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Mwah.